All right, everyone. From the last videos that we put out, which was touring, it made me realize that we need to go back in time to understand how we even reached the touring, and it made me think about this series, which I think is very important to anybody who is interested in music now. So this would be the music business history 101. It wouldn't be very detailed, but it will give you a good chronological order of what happened when and how we came to actually reach into touring and all these intricate things that we have with publishing, royalties, and all these things. So stay tuned for the music business history 101.
It's Dyson Knight from the Bahamas asking you to go and check out the Jelan Cumberbatch podcast.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Wendy, Ms. What You Know About It from the Bahamas, inviting you to check out The Information is
Yo,
Power
it's the YCG
series.
Boss One, and right now you're listening to The Information is Power Series 2 by Jelan Cumberbatch. Mad!
Alright, everyone. We started from the very beginning of this music thing, right? So we started from 1877. Thomas Edison invented something called the mechanical phonographic cylinder, which is the first instrument used to reproduce song, right? So that was in 1877, right? After that invention happened, then we have something created called the sheet music, right? So sheet music was probably late 1899 to like 1901. The sheet music was invented, and because of the sheet music being invented in 1909, we had the first mechanical royalty from the sheet music. So since then, in the US, in 1909 was the first time that we have mechanical royalties being paid out, or that invention came out. From 1909, with the sheet music, then we move forward into the piano rolls, right? The piano rolls is a next mechanism used to play sheet music. So that's maybe in the 1919, 1920s. From there, we have the first black record label, which was in 1921, called the Black Swan Records. And the founder was Harry Pace, right? That label was black owned, and for black artists, and a lot of the black artists were popular female artists, right? But it was based really on jazz and blues, right? So that was in 1921. From there now, in the 1930s was the Great Depression. From the Great Depression now, we had a lot of bands and everything playing music, but because of the Great Depression, couldn't really tour, couldn't do these things, couldn't advertise, because that time was the bands and it was jazz and blues is very popular at that time. So then we have CBS, which is the first company that allowed artists and bands to play live music on air, which is on radio, as well as television.